Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 58. If you happen to be new here, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated on every hype sneaker. Essentially, in this series, we go over sneakers that received updates throughout the week. For example, some of those may potentially include some Yeezys, Jordans, and more. But with that short little intro out of the way, why don't we jump right into the first update. Kicking it off for today, something I'm sure many of you guys will be excited to hear, the Yeezy Boost 380 will be releasing in a glow-in-the-dark colorway, just like what we saw on the glow-in-the-dark Yeezy 350s back in 2019. In fact, we're actually getting two of them, that's right, not one. We will be seeing the Highlight Glow Yeezy 380, which has a neon yellow upper when not in the dark. Then on the contrary, we have the Calcite Yeezy 380, which has a white upper when not in the dark. Both released for $230 this October. Obviously, these have potential to do very well based off how the last glow colorways did for the 350s. I would say that the white pair should do better than the green based off prior demand for similar colorways of the Yeezy 350s, but nonetheless, it's still a great drop to look forward to. Let me know if you guys plan on getting any personals. Moving on to some more good news for Yeezy 380s. We have two more pairs dropping this September for $230. The Yeezy 380 Pepper in non-reflective and reflective will both be dropping. Certainly a drop to look forward to, mock-ups courtesy of Yeezy Mafia. Both these and the glow-in-the-dark 380s have much more potential for profitability rather than those brick mists or diarrhea 380s. Moving on, official images have loaded onto Adidas and some other sites as well for Yeezy Quantum Barium. These are still set to drop June 25th for $250. Although they won't do as well as the last two pairs of Quantums, there should still be some profit to be made regardless of the high retail. Also, for October to November for $220, we will be getting the Yeezy 350 Yekker mock-up courtesy of Yeezy Mafia. I don't see these doing too well, but they are still a lunch money opportunity at best unless stock ends up being extremely low. We'll know more as we approach the date, though I'll keep you guys updated for that. Again, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications to stay updated on any hype sneaker. Now, with Yeezys out of the way, let's move on to some Jordans now. Kicking it off, we have a new Fragment Jordan collab on the way. Don't get too excited though, because it's not going to be another Fragment Jordan 1, unfortunately. However, it still is great news considering how limited they will be. You should definitely be able to make a solid profit off these despite the silhouette not being as desirable as, say, the Jordan 1s. This will be the Jordan 1 Fragment Candence. The aesthetic of this sneaker is very similar to what we saw on the Jordan Delta. I'm not a huge fan of it, but there is going to be some money to be made, so of course, I'm looking forward to the drop. Moving on, we have some bad news, unfortunately. Along with numerous releases that we already discussed that were unfortunately delayed, we have another delay. The Jordan 13 Lucky Green will now be delayed to September 26th for a retail of $190 still. Certainly worth keeping a tab on these based off how the Flints perform. On to another Jordan update, the Jordan 1 Space Hippie will be dropping August 12th for $175. Look, I really like the Space Hippie concept. I think it's cool what they're doing, but these look f***ing terrible. Since we saw the Space Hippie 4 perform poorly, it's very likely to happen on these as well, despite them being Jordan 1s. I'm very disappointed. They could have done a lot more with this Jordan 1, could have made it really special, but it is what it is, I guess. But as we approach August 12th, this may change. I'll keep you guys updated, of course. For some more good news, according to Soul Heat on Feet, there is a Jordan 4 in production with very similar color blocking to what we saw with the White Cement Jordan 4 in 2016. It's honestly crazy to think that these may potentially be soon. The Cement 4 drop, or 2016 in general, feels like just yesterday. Time flies, guys. Don't take a single day for granted. So yeah, just keep reselling so you can save up some extra profit for that Cancun trip where the legal drinking age is 18. Anyway, regarding the shoes, I'd be very happy to see these return, and they will definitely get you at least some lunch money. The release is set for May 2021 currently. Now, what I really need is them to re-retro the Toro Bravo 4s or maybe the Thunder 4s, or even crazier, maybe those Lightning 4s. That would be incredible. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see retroed. Now, here's my personal favorite update for today. This December, for $220, we will be getting the Cool Gray 11 back. Aside from the lows, these have not released since 2010. It'll have been 10 years since these have dropped, so this is a big deal for a lot of Jordan collectors or just sneaker collectors in general. These are extremely iconic, just like the Concord 11s, just like the Bred 11s. Not only will these be easy money, especially in larger sizes, very similar to those Bred 11s or Concord 11s, but they're incredible personals as well. I've been wanting to pair with icy soles since I first started collecting in 2013. The only pair I ever owned of these was a piss yellow beater pair I copped for $80. Moving on, the Jordan 5 alternate grape will be dropping July 7th for $190. Lots of potential for lunch money to be made on these. We'll know more as we approach the end of June towards July. Then we got official images for the Jordan 3 Varsity Royal. These will most likely perform in a similar manner to what we saw to the Jordan 3 in red, the non-Chicago one. These drop June 26th. For $190, so nothing too great when it comes to these. Moving to some miscellaneous sneakers with Jordans out of the way now, the Champs Colors Dunk official images have now loaded onto Nike sneakers. These are set to drop June 24th for $100, and they are going to be extremely profitable, just like the last pairs of Dunks you've been seeing. Same goes for the Air Force One Perspective in women's, which drops June 19th. Images have just loaded up for those, but some of the drops may potentially be delayed. Solid potential for these to be profitable. Demand looks decent already. Moving on, the Air Force One Olympics are still set to drop this summer, despite the Olympics actually being postponed. Last we saw these was in 2004, so it's exciting to see them again. Retail should be $190, unfortunately, a little higher for Air Force Ones. Moving on to the next though, the Denim Air Max 1s will be dropping this summer for a very high retail of $300. I'll have to keep you guys updated when it comes to these. And finally, for today, courtesy of Pirates, the Dunk Low Free 99 will be dropping in 2021 for $100. The dunk hype has been real, and it's only going to continue from here. Plenty of opportunities are going to come up when it comes to these dunks throughout 2020 and, of course, 2021 and onward. So that's great. Just many more opportunities for us with this new dunk hype. But anyway, that will conclude it for today. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed or you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also, subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated on all hyped releases. With that, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.